I want to know what happened to my lovely characters from Mobile Fighter G Gundam. I got a tiny history lesson here. I usually don't like to do this sort of thing because I'm not, the anime historian or answer man or anybody like that. But I had to look it up. There are too many differences between Mobile Fighter G Gundam and Gundam Wing, Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. And the biggest things that I noticed between them are the animation style and I guess the character, I don't know, mindset or philosophy, or I'm not sure exactly how to define that. But anyway, after watching episode 1 of Gundam Wing, which is called something like The Star She Saw Fall, or I wrote it down somewhere, hold on. It's, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier, but I didn't, so here we are. The Shooting Star She Saw. Anyway, that's the name of episode 1 of Gundam Wing. And I had to look it up again because they were just so different. I did King of Hearts, Queen of Sorrows, which is reflections on Mobile Fighter G Gundam. It writes itself. Yes, it does. Anyway, I did that. It was great. I love the show. I'd seen G Gundam all the way through 1.5 to 2 times before, and then I watched it for a 3rd time, and I decided, hey, you know what? This time I'm going to talk about it because I like it, and I want to share my thoughts with it, to everybody. So did that, loved it, and in fact, you're probably going to be hearing this first in the feed for King of Hearts, Queen of Sorrows, and then I'll have to spin this off into the current show that it is. But anyway, I looked it up. Mobile Fighter G Gundam was done in 1994. It aired from 94 to 95, like spring to spring, basically. And Gundam Wing actually aired 95 to 96, which shocked me because it does not look like Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Gundam Wing and G Gundam look so different to me that it felt like perhaps there was a step down in the animation, or perhaps one had come before the other, and Wing was before G Gundam, so there were not, there was a change in staff, a change in technique, a change in something for the positive to make it look better. And I honestly wonder, now that I'm really thinking about it, how much of my perception of the animation has less to do with the actual quality of the animation and has more to do with how I feel about the show so far, which is that I don't like the people at all. I don't know that there's anybody to like. Anyway, in America, Gundam Wing came out first in 2000, and then G Gundam came out in 2002. So maybe the difference is, I think the dub for G Gundam is better than the Gundam Wing dub, and at least the first episode or so of Gundam Wing. There's weird stuff. They read the name of the title, or they name the title, they read the title of the episode, they narrate the title of the episode, and it's done in a very subdued manner. But then again, maybe just Gundam Wing, especially after coming out of a bombastic season like G Gundam, they decided to go with a totally different tone and approach. The Sunrise team, it did, that is, and it turned into this, I don't know, bland, dire, quiet, subdued, hard sci-fi military drama or whatever, which I do appreciate elements of it. I just don't appreciate all of the elements. So our main character, who I guess is a hero, maybe compared to others, is Hiro Yui, and he is with the Colonies Rebellion, or just the Colonies. I don't know exactly how they're calling themselves, but the Colonies are rebelling against this alliance, and I guess I'll get into that more in a short little while. And then our girl opposite him, his potential romantic interest, or the female protagonist for the show, her name is Raylina Darlane. They pronounce it weird, and the dub that I was watching has subtitles to it, and it's spelled Darlian, or Darlian, so Darlin, but they don't say it like that necessarily, so it's kind of strange. And anyway, she's with the Alliance government, I guess it is taken over Earth again, because I don't think Earth is, I'm pretty sure Earth is under Alliance control. And I guess to set the stage, about 2 centuries ago, 195 years ago, the colonies, or people started leaving Earth on space colonies, and it doesn't mean Earth was uninhabitable. In fact, it looks like it's very habitable. Anyway, but the like posh place to be, the cool place to be, is out in the colonies in space, and a government has formed called the Alliance, which goes and forcibly takes over the independent colonies and makes them fall in line in the name of peace and justice and security, probably. And that's the Alliance, and the rebellion is sending people to Earth, and I guess to different colonies as well, in order to give weapons and aid to people who want to rebel against the Alliance, which is this big, powerful military force. Not to say that the colony rebellion doesn't have military assets, because they have to in order to fight off such powerful foes. Anyway, I like Operation M, Operation Meteor is what they're doing to send these ships under the guise of shooting stars. Anyway, there's in addition to our main character Hero, there are 4 other ships that were dropped at the same time as his, and we get to meet a couple of them. The guys' names are, or at least they call themselves, I think French for 2, 3, and 4, which to me, you'd think there'd be a guy whose name is 5, but it doesn't seem to be. So there's Duo, Troa, and Quatra, or Quatra, I think is what he calls himself. Anyway, I didn't pick it up until the second watch through that these guys were numbers. Duo, I got, oh yeah, Duo, 2, whatever. But then Troa, that kind of threw me off. But then by the time I got to Quatra the second time, I realized, oh, there's 4, and not Char, Zek, or Zek, Zex? Oh, what's this guy's name? I wrote it down. Yeah, Zex, who works with Oz and works with Alliance military, sort of, although it sounds more like Oz is a private group. Anyway, he calls out to some of his subordinates that there are 5 in total of these enemy Gundams that are there, that the rebels, that the colonies have gotten a hold of, and they're made out of some special alloy, or I can't remember if it's an alloy or if it's a naturally occurring metal called Gundanium, and that it's super hard, and Gundams are made out of Gundanium. And I mean, like, the lore stuff is cool. Like, I'm kind of interested in this rebellion against this military alliance group, and like, I hate the idea, so it's a good idea, of the Alliance coming along and stopping these colonies from being free and independent and peaceful and whatnot, and just, everybody minds their own business and runs things the way they want to. Then the Alliance has to come in and, force their order on them, and who knows what else comes along with that. I would imagine a lot of corruption and things like that, but it's hard to tell. But honestly, I'm not that interested in continuing. Like, I'm going to watch a couple more episodes, I think, just to give it a shot. I'll do the 3-episode rule this time, being involved in anime. I guess I'll do that. And we'll see what happens, because the characters aren't likable. Relina's not likable. She kind of is, but she's just really weird and quiet and distant and strange. And Hero is not likable because he tells her that he's going to kill her! Oh yeah, and he tore up her letter too. I did not get what was up with that. Like, if he's trying to hide his identity and be inconspicuous as an enemy soldier, like, through, across enemy lines or whatever, then the dude shouldn't be making a scene. He should go to the party and be quiet and hope that he fades into silence. Or if he's going to kill her anyway, why not just take the invitation, go to the party, go slit her throat, and pretend you want to make out with her, take her to a back room, slit her throat, and then leave. I mean, I hate to be gross and harsh, but like, it doesn't make any sense. It's totally illogical. Anyway, I don't know what more I'll have to say about Gundam Wing, but we'll see. Strap in for at least the next 2 episodes, because I'm going to talk about them, and I got to say, this ain't no 14th Gundam fight, and I feel very disappointed about that. So in between the original audio that you heard, just before this and now, I went ahead and I made up some art for the show. If I go forward with Gundam Wing, I wish there was a G Gundam 2. Anyway, if I go forward with Gundam Wing, I think I'm going to call the show Gundam Wretch, because it seems like it's terrible, or like the people have just like a terrible outlook on things. You know, they're wretches, especially Hero. But I don't know. I am going to give it a couple more episodes. I've decided that, but I'm not going to go ahead and go forward with a second episode review very soon. I'm going to wait a while. I got a bunch of stuff I got to wrap up. I'm trying to sell books. Trying to sell books. There's a whole process to it that I'm working on, but I've got one in the hopper. Basically, I'm getting a second one prepped to go in there. So I really do need to focus on that stuff. And also, I want to do I want to cover Mando as it's coming out, and also for those of you watching the video version of this as opposed to just hearing the audio. So I have two YouTube channels that I use, and then all my audio stuff is on mgmunoz.com. But for the YouTube channels, the way I have it parsed out, I put certain shows on a particular channel and certain shows on the other channel. I would like to, if I'm going to be uploading stuff to either channel, I'd like to kind of go back and forth so that I have a bit of a balance. So my comic reviewing channel, Swing Through Comics, is going to be getting The Mandalorian. So, and this will be going up on, I think MJ Loves Toku, because that's where Kingdom Hearts Queen of Sorrows was hosted. So I'd like to, like I said, have the balance. So every week I'm either uploading to both of them, or every week it's one or the other. Regardless, I'd like to be able to alternate and have both be getting attention, just because I think that makes the most sense. And then, of course, everything is supposed to lead back to mgmunoz.com. So I'll probably talk about a tokusatsu anime thing instead of Gundam Wing, which honestly I would almost be hate watching it at this point. So I want to give myself time, and I don't want to jump into another 50 episode show just yet. The show I'm looking at is Concrete Revolutio, and it's 12 episodes. There's a season 1 and a season 2. We'll see how I do that, but like I said, I got to take my time, so you can look forward to that if you're into that show at all. And if you're into Gundam Wing, make a case for it if you can. Tell me what you do like about it. Maybe not going too spoilery, but like what some of the pitfalls of it are and what some of the great things are. I'd appreciate that. And check out mgmunoz.com/support or mgmunoz.com/KHQS or any of the stuff for my podcasts that are up there, and you can see what I'm doing. And you can also check out some of my writing, which is a big deal to me. Anyway, I appreciate it, and take care, folks. And I'm not going to kill you.